But the backfire of it, for them anyway, and the good thing for us, is that by putting all of this technology in our hands, all of these great little smartphones, they've empowered us to recreate the peer-to-peer culture that we lost 700 years ago. Now, a renaissance, which is what I would argue we're in, a renaissance is a retrieval of old values in a new context. Renaissance, rebirth, the rebirth of old values in a new framework. And I think that what we're doing, and you see it at Maker Faire, you see it in Burning Man, you see it all over the place. You see it in Etsy, you see it in shared bikes, you see it in Talk of the Commons. What we're having is a retrieval of the bazaar that we lost to corporatism, a retrieval of the craft that we lost to the industrial age, a retrieval of peer-to-peer currencies, of people finding other ways to trade. And even with these devices, we have the authentication technology that we would need. With a cell phone, we have better authentication than the Fed had 20 years ago in terms of encryption. So what we get is a maker movement. What we get is a craft movement. What we get is a return to the value that we create as people for one another, rather than the time that we surrender to corporations for them to extract value from us. There's a really big difference between creating value and having value extracted from you, from your time. Right? The digital era, above all, and that's why I like calling this a maker era. The digital means what? The digits. These are the digits. It's your fingers. Digital doesn't mean a computer. Digits means digits. When you bring it back to the digits, what have you done? You're back in charge of production. You're no longer just sitting watching TV with your eyes. You're making things. We're digital. We're at the keyboards. We're doing. Look around. What characterizes booth after booth after booth here is, oh no, I'm going to, even the Arduino, it's so digital, but we're making. Right? The other thing we retrieve is the fair itself, which is even more important than what we're making and the value and the commerce and the this and the that. It's people, human beings, getting together face to face in a big space and experiencing themselves not as isolated individuals buying stuff, but as a collective, as humanity itself, as a culture.